section view. This is confirmed. Okay, now I have two more things I have to make. One is for the button, obviously. The other is for the buzzer, so I can hear the buzzer. So let's go ahead and make those adjustments. So for the buzzer, I'm going to find the center of the buzzer as it relates to the corner of the inner corner of the box. I think I'm going to actually use the outer corner of the box because that's easier to see in my other one. So I want to go to the center of this buzzer, measurement, 81.99. So 82 millimeters to the left and 22.376. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'll sketch on top because I'm going to cut a hole through it. I'm going to double check it again because I forgot it was some weird number. 22.376. And then I have to go out this way to the left by 81.99 or 82, give or take. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put a circle there. The circle will have to be a little bigger than it is here. So I'm going to measure the outer circle. Make sure I can actually click on the outer circle. This circle is 11.6, so I'm going to say 11.8. So I'm going to get my circle tool, draw 11.8, make this a real circle, and then go ahead and extrude this circle. I'm going to make it remove from the top, confirm it, create a new version, and you're kind of seeing the flow now of how things go when you're like just kind of in the moment and designing things. Go back to my part, go ahead and update it. I'm going to turn off the section view so I can see it. It looks like my circle is off by just a little bit, so let's find out how far I am from the center using the actual circle itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the outer circle here and the outer circle of this. And the distance between them is 0 in the middle. Oh, am I not perfectly aligned? Is that why? No, I am perfectly aligned. Only in the Z is their center different. But they're clearly not aligned. Oh, that's a really weird fluke. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That one's a mystery to me. It says it's perfectly aligned, yet it definitely is not. Let me try it again. Maybe it's talking only about the sides. So here's my circle. And here is my other circle. Ah, there it is. I just didn't have it perfectly aligned. Okay, I need to move it 1.244 to the left and 0.342 up. So I'll just go back to my sketch and make that adjustment. So this has got to be 1.244. So 82, that's 83 point, okay, I'm going to double check because it's a really weird number, 244. 83.244. Okay, and then it needs to be, so that's to the left and then up. It needs to be up 0.342. I don't know this exact number, so I'm just going to use the math in Onshape by going plus 0.342. And it will do it for me. Okay, confirm, make new version, go back, click on it, oops, update all. There we go. Now it's perfectly aligned. So now I can hear my buzzer. Okay, so my case is basically getting there. There's just two more steps, which is opening up the button, and then adding little slots for screws and things like that to hold this board together. So let's start with the button by using the section view again. Section view. So I'm going to go ahead and measure again from the corner to the center of the button. So from here to here. Oops, I don't want to do anything else with the section view. The section view was fine the way it was. Let me redo my section view. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. So from the corner to the center of the button, this corner, center of the button, measure it. It looks like it's 10.435 to the left. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So sketch, line, construction, 10.435, and then I need to go up. I'm going up by 30.568. Make sure these are construction lines. Now I'm going to do a center rectangle here, like this. I'm going to draw it like this and make sure I get the majority of this section. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the measurements from the top and bottom of these so that I have a slightly larger area for my thumb to fit in. So from this one to this one, and I'm just kind of choosing this at random to make the size about right. So this one is 14.5 tall, so I'm going to make this 14.5 tall, and then I can keep it that length because it will go to the edge of the board. So now I'm going to extrude it, I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to confirm. Then I'm going to create a new version like before, go back to my assembly. The part should be updated at the bottom. Yep, there it is. So click on that, update all, remove the section view so I can see my handiwork. There it is. I can see the button exposed. So now I've exposed the button, I've exposed the buzzer, and I've exposed my sensor. My box is almost done. The last thing I need to do for this case is include something that I can essentially screw things into, so that I have like something to lock the two parts of the case together. So to do that, I'm going to add them to essentially the different sides using the other parts. So for the top of the case, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this, I'm going to go top. Actually, I'm going to do it from the other side. Let me do it from the bottom just so it's easier. So I'm going to sketch here. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make a square that is, this is a tough one. I'm going to say halfway between them. So I want the midpoint of this line, and I want to go halfway through it. So this is 160.8, so I'm going to do 80.04. I'm going to delete this constraint because I don't want it to be over there. And then I'm going to draw a box. I'm going to make this box about essentially the right size for a screw. So that would be about like 5. It's really closer to like 6 millimeters. So we'll say like 3 on this side. And then I'll go up by, oh, if I have a 6 millimeter screw, that's not going to work. Let's just make it a little bigger. Let's say 5. That way there's no way we can't fit it in. So 5, and then we'll go up here 5. We'll go, oh, I lied. This will be 10. That's 1. I want this to be 10. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing over here. So I'll go 10 over here. I'll go 10 over here and close it like that. Okay, now I'm going to use the mirror tool. So I'm going to click mirror. I'm going to click the center line. And then I'm going to flip this over the line so it's even. And then I'm going to click the mirror tool. And I'm going to do one more connection on the other side here. And this will keep the case from falling apart, essentially. Like it won't like flip open randomly this way. It seems like it won't do, oh, I missed the last line. There's the last line. Okay, now that I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and extrude this. I'm going to extrude it oh, I got to make sure I extrude all the squares. I'm going to extrude it the other way. And I'm going to make it 3 millimeters thick. So it's, let's make it 5 millimeters thick actually, so it's the same all around. So it's 5 millimeters thick. And then I will go back to my sketch. So I'll go back into my sketch. I'll put a circle in the center of this cube. And you can do that by just making a construction line through the middle like this. And you can do that with all of your squares like this. Circle goes to the middle. And I'll make it have a diameter of 5. Diameter of 5. And a diameter of 5. Change this to a regular circle, change this to a regular circle, change this to a regular circle, and now extrude. Oh, I don't need to extrude anything. It knows what to do. Sort of. Do that one, do that one. Now it knows what to do. Okay, so now these are little slots where you can put screws to hold it into place. I'm going to create a new version. I'm going to update that in the final assembly so that I can see what it looks like. Update all. And now I need to make sure I add them on the bottom too so they get locked in. So I'm going to switch to the bottom of the case. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my Part Studio, click the Onshape logo, and I'm going to go to the top of the case, or the bottom of the case, sorry, because this is where I'm creating them. And I'm going to go ahead and create them at these points. So I'm going to create it from the top because I want it to line up. And I want it to go from here to this spot, right? To basically to this edge here. So to go from here to here is 76.272. So this is for the side with the battery. So that's here. So I need to sketch here. And I need to do 76.272. I'm just going to double check that number. Yep. And then I need to make a rectangle that is 10 by 10. So I'll go ahead and do that right here. Corner rectangle, go this way. It's going to be 10 by 10. Oops, that's a 1. I want that to be a 10. And then in the center of this rectangle, which I'll make with a construction line like this, I'll make one that is 5 millimeters in diameter. Okay, now I'm going to mirror this. So I want to mirror it so that it ends up on the right side and over this way. So go over this line. I want to mirror this rectangle and this circle. And there it is. And I want to mirror it again over this line. So I'm going to mirror this one over here like this. Then I'm going to extrude all of these. I'm going to extrude them by 5 millimeters. And I want to do it in the other direction. So that way it will link up. And I'm going to add them to what I have so it's all one part. I'll confirm it. Just like the other one, I'll create a new part. I'll create a new version. Go back to my final assembly. Click on my part. Oops. Make sure I'm clicking nothing else. Click on my part. There it is. Update all. And then when it loads, I can see from the top that I made some small mistakes. So it looks like they're slightly out of order. I think I need to pull them a little to the left. So let's look at it from the bottom. So from here to here, in the x-axis is 76.272. And from here to here is 74.68. So I better go back and change that sketch. So this should be 74.68. And the beauty of Onshape is all of these are mirrored, so they should match it. Create a new version, create a new version, go back to this, update all. There we go. Now they line up perfectly. Let me go to the top so we can see it. And I'll go to the corner here. And that's it. We've made a case for our device. One that's locking in the bottom and the top, and has 2 spots for screws that can be held in, or 3 spots for screws that can be held in place. Nice job, guys. All right, come back next time and I'll show you how to do the drawings for these, and I'll also show you how to make the blowout design.